Well, it took a lot of pieces. Cap had to be moved around to get Rick Nash onto the Bruins, but it's done. So for the guy who has to do the Bruins jerseys, get ready to put two complete names on two jerseys. It'll say Riley Nash on the back of one and Rick Nash on the back of the other. Pretty sure they're not related. Excuse me, related. Um, so Rick Nash traded to the New York Rangers, or Rick Nash traded from the New York Rangers to the Boston Bruins, and it's a package. Ryan Spooner now is a Ranger. Spooner's a bit streaky. He has the talent. He's a decent forward. There are some fans who've wanted Spooner gone for a long time. I think the Bruins have wanted Spooner gone for a long time. I know that every time I turn around, the rumor was that Jim Benning wanted Ryan Spooner in Vancouver. Beleskey goes to the Rangers. That's totally capped. There's no other reason for Matt Beleskey to be in this. Beleskey, there's nothing there. And a 2018 first round pick, which should be at the lower end of the draft picks in the first round. And defense prospect Ryan Lindgren, as well as a 7th rounder. And Lindgren wasn't on my radar as a guy that I thought was going to make the roster anytime soon. The Rangers will retain 50% of Nash's remaining salary. And he's a UFA at the end of the year. 18 goals, 10 assists in 60 games. You know, I like Spooner, but I'm honestly kind of surprised it didn't cost more. I would think this will drive down the value of an Evander Kane trade. There's a lot of pieces here, but Beleskey doesn't make the Rangers better long-term, short-term. He's just a cap dump. Spooner, he's a third-line center. Ryan Spooner's a third-line center, and Boston, I guess they could use one. And again, that first-round pick's likely late in the first round. No matter what Boston does in the playoffs, it should be late in the first round. So, I like this deal. I like this deal for Boston. Again, I'm kind of surprised it didn't cost more. They didn't want one of the blue chip prospects. I mean, Lindgren was a 2nd-round pick in 2016, so he's not chopped liver, but again, Boston's got some good young blue liners. They didn't have to trade Carlo. I've heard Carlo in every rumor I've heard for the last year and a half. Anytime a team calls, apparently Brandon Carlo's the first one they mention. We didn't lose Louis DeBrusque. We didn't lose Morrill. I don't think Senyshyn has a lot of value right now. I don't want to get into that, though, because Bruin fans get mad at me when I talk about it. But, yeah, I'm just really surprised it didn't cost more. I really am. So, good job, Don Sweeney. I think Boston wins the trade. Again, usually the team that gets the best player wins the trade. I know it's just a rental, but Boston wanted to get rid of Spooner anyways. Spooner likely, if this Nash deal doesn't get done at the end of the year, I think Spooner would have gone anyways, either at the draft table for a pick or during the summer to make room for a free agent coming in. And if Nash plays well, he'll want to stay in Boston. That's my guess. I know there's already talk like, well, he'll probably re-sign with the Rangers during the summer, and that's highly likely. But a guy will say that, and then he gets to a new city, and it's like, you know what, I like it here. There's a lot of winning. He'll complement the Bruins well. He's a talented player who can play the wing, and I guess we could always move Backes to center if Bergeron's out, and maybe it won't hurt that much because Nash will be in the lineup. So Bergeron's supposed to be a game time decision tonight. I don't know if the guy had a walking boot coming out of Toronto. I'm not overly optimistic, but who knows? But a good trade for Boston. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't be surprised that I'm not all freaking out about this trade because, yeah, the pieces were ones that the Bruins were trying to get rid of anyways. The only piece they may have been trying to hold on to and really not really necessarily wanted to part with might have been that first round pick, but the rest of the pieces were all ones that they were willing to move. But again, let me know what you guys think. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You're just having fun this video. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.